Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Myself Ganesh. Today we are talking about this concept that is this identity access management. That is nothing but IAM user. When you are able to log in on this sign in screen of this AWS console management, so there is two options for the sign in. One is the root user and second one that is the IAM user. So basically today we are doing this lab for this IAM user. So how we can create the user under this root user. So we can create the around 5,000 users under one account and 1,000 roles we can create for this single account, and at a time we can create 5 users at the same time under this AWS account. So first we can log in under this root user, and using this root user we can create these multiple users, and that user are called as that is the IAM user. So using that IAM user we can log in this console and we can check the particular access whatever we have provided to that user, either it is accessible or not, and we will create some groups and we will add that user to that particular group, and will assign some policies for that particular user and to group. So it will log in with that user and it will provide that particular access to use that particular services. So first we are logging to our root user. So now I am under this AWS access control. So this is my web console for this AWS. Here I need to check it for this IAM. So IAM we will get under this security features. So under this security, identity and compliances, here is the option of this IAM. Just click on it and open it. So here you will get this information about this dashboard. So this is the IAM dashboard. Here all the information you will reflect about this IAM, about this dashboard. And here is the option of this access management in left hand side. So there is the group, user, roles, policies, identity providers and account settings. So these are the options provided under this IAM, and there are some advanced option under this access reports. So first we will check about this access management. So you need to just click on user and check what are the options are available. So you can create this user. If I want to create any user, so how you can create it? Just enter the username. If you want to create, I am creating one user under my account and the name is Ganesh. If you want to create the multiple user at the same time, you can create it. At the same time you can create 5 users. Second user I am going to add. Third user, that is IAN 1. Fourth user IAN 2. Fifth user IAN 4. Just I want to check either how many users we can create at the same time. IAN 5. IAN 6. IAN 7. IAN 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 user we have created at the same time. We will try for more. And 9. So you can create multiple users, but that users count is 10 maximum. You can create the maximum 10 users at the same time. So previously we can create the 5 users, but right now it is updated this console and we can set this user limit as 10. So you can create one time 10 users. So just this is the information, updated information, because previously we have add only 5 users at the same time. So now I am just removing all other users which I have created. So at the same time we can create only 10 users. So now two users we are going to create. Here is the option of the select AWS access type. So there are two types we will get. First, that is the programmatic access, and second one is the AWS access management console. So if you want to provide the access that user to this programmatical access, so suppose that user is having this work of this CLI, if that user is working under this command line prompt, so you can provide that access, and it's depend on their workflow. If suppose you want to provide this access under this AWS management access, so just click on it and you need to put this password. If you want to generate some automatic password, or you can provide this customized password. If suppose I am mentioning this password, this is my password, and here is the option. If suppose you are creating the any user, and if you are going to set that password, so that user also can reset their own password in their next login. When he hit this password, after that that user also can reset their own password. So this facility also provide. So if suppose you have untake it, so that user only use this password, but you need to set it as required password reset, so that user also can reset their own password. So just click on it and click on next permission. So here is the option. There are three options which are provided for this user. So there is the option first, the add users to add user to the group. If there is any existing group is available, so you can add this user to that particular group. If there is no user created, then you can create it. There is the another option, that is the copy permission from the existing user. That means if there is some other users are available, so you can provide the permission from that user to this new user. He right now there is no user, that's why it is not reflected in new users here. Third option, that is the existing, attach existing policy directly. So here is the policy. If you want to assign any particular policy to this user, so you can provide. If suppose you want to provide this administrator access or whatever access if you want, suppose I am going to provide this access of billing. So this billing option will get, this is the services where user will access it. Okay, suppose I am going to provide this access as billing. So just click on next. If you want to assign some tag, you can assign, and here is the option, all the information you will get while creating it. There is the option of what are the policies you are applying. So by default this is the manage policy, and we have provided one billing access to this particular user. So now I am going to create it. Okay, here is the file, that is the download.csv. So you just click on download option and you need to save it and open it. So here you will get this information about this user, their password, what password we have set, and the option of this URL, web URL. So this Excel sheet you need to provide to that particular user when you are creating any access for that user. So you need to provide. So according to this Excel sheet, he will log in it, and okay, it is not opening, so I need to close it and try to open it again. Yeah, so here he will get this information. So here is the option of username. So there are two user I have created. Password, this is the no password is now showing because we have set this customized password. There is the access key, there is no access key is provided. Okay, now this is the link where you can log in directly using that user. Okay, so just you need to copy it and paste it. So I am opening another console and here you need to paste. Yeah, now it is asking for this IAM user. So IAM user I have created. Okay, just 1 minute. I need to log in it under this. Okay, this is my account ID and this is my IAM user. So I have created one user having this name Ganesh and the password which I have set you need to put here and just sign in. Now it will ask for this password reset. If you want to reset your password, because I already tick on that option, so you need to reset your password, your own password what you want. So here you need to write it and just confirm password change. Now I am login with my IAM user. So we have provided this access of this billing, so only that billing dashboard you will get this access for this user only. So just go to under this billing option. So before accessing this billing action, first you need to check. Okay, I need to reload my page. Okay, it is also login from this one, so I need to log out first. Yeah, the information are stored under my caches, so that's why it is login with this IAM user in my main console. So I need to log in it with the root user. Here is the option of sign in using this root user email. So you need to log in with root user and sign in. So under this account you need to open your my account. So whenever you are accessing your billing dashboard, so at that time first you need to update it. So under this my account you need to go under this setting of IAM users and rows access to billing information. So you just click on edit and here is the option that is the activate IAM access. So just you need to update it. Just click on it and just update it. So only then you can access this IAM user. Oh, here is I'm getting this some issue due to this conflict. So just I need to open in another web. So here you can access that IAM user. So you need to log in it first. The user that is Ganesh and password is and star 12345 which I have reset. Now this IAM user login to that console using my main account, right? So you need to check under this my billing dashboard. So I have only provided this billing dashboard access to this Ganesh user. So only this user can access this service. So apart from other service he can't access because we have not permitted access to this Ganesh user. So he can't access. And if you want to check this billing, what are the billings you have done so far, so you can check for what services you have used and what charges they applied, so you can check it using this option. Also under this bills you can check this more details. So here you will get this all the information what services you have used and what are the charges they have applied for that particular services. So using this, if suppose you want to access any other services, so you can't access because I have not permitted this access to this Ganesh user. So if you want to use this EC2 service, so you can see this running instances. If you want to create a new instance, so it will reflect some error like you not granted any permission, such error you will get. If suppose I am just clicking on it, so here is the option, that is the error is reflecting you are not authorized to perform this action because we are not permitted this EC2 access to this Ganesh user, that's why it is reflecting, right? So go to under this services and open this IAM. Now we will create one group. We have created two users and now we are creating one group having this name. Suppose I am giving this name, that is my group, and just click on next step. Here is the policy, so what policy you want to apply to this group. If you want to apply some policy like EC2 user, EC2 full access. Suppose I want to access this EC2 full access to this group, so you need to just click on create group. Now this group is having, just click on this group, and under this policy, under this permissions, you will reflect, it will reflect some policy which you have provided. So here you can see this Amazon EC2 full permission is granted for this group, right? And other options, there is the access advisor, this option is provided under this group. Now we are adding these users to this particular group. So under this user you need to add that particular user. If suppose I want to add this Ganesh user under this group, so you just click on it and next. Now this user is created, right? So we have provided that permission, that is EC2 full access to this particular group. Now that group permissions which I have provided, so that will apply to this group also. So just click on it and check either this permission is applied or not. So under this you will get this option. So this is the option first, attach directly, so which we have provided to that particular user only. So these two policies attached and show two more. So here you will get this policy which is provided from this group, so that user also having this Amazon EC2 full access. Now if you want to create that EC2 instance, so now you will get this option. So I'm going under this EC2 again and just try to create one EC2 instance. Now you will get this option because in previously we are not getting this option to launch it, but now we have permit granted this permission to this user for this create this full access EC2 instance. Now you click on it and just check, yeah, now you will get this option, right? So like this you can provide some policy to that particular user or to group. Now these are the permissions we have provided. Other options, which options are there, we need to check. There is the dashboard. If you want to edit or customize your uh, web URL, so you can customize it. There is the name, that is the Ganesh. This name I have assigned. If suppose you want to customize this name, and I want to assign this name as Ayan, right? So you can customize it. The account alias Ayan already exists, okay, no issue. uh, I'm assigning Ram Leela. Just click on it Now this URL is now updated, right? So using this URL you can also log in. So you can customize as per your requirement. If suppose you want to change that name particular. So here is the option in below. There is the security alerts. So if you want to assign some MFA settings, if you want to enable this MFA, MFA is nothing but a multi-factor authentication to provide your enhanced security. So multiple times we can see when you are logging to any particular um, in your banking account or something. So you will get this MFA enable authentication. So at that time you will means that particular time you will get some alerts, like you will get some message to while login to that particular user. Suppose you want to test this MFA, you need to download some software like Google Authentication, and you need to try it to this complete this MFA enable. So first I am trying to access on this MFA and activate this MFA. So there is three options are provided, that is the virtual MFA device. So if you are clicking on it, here is one scanner will display, and if suppose you are downloaded your Google Authenticator, so under that you will directly scan this scanner and you will get some code. So that code you need to put here and you can create it. So now I am show this QR code, just click on it. Once you scan it, here it will reflect this assign MFA using that device. So using that device, if you want to secure your IAM user account, so you can enable this MFA account, right? So using this option you can create your MFA account. There is the other option, that is the access key. So here is the key. If suppose you have created multiple keys, and here I'm not getting this option of this create new access key, so you can delete your old key. Now you will get this option create new access key. There is the option of password. Here just I need to check what options are available here. Okay, I'll log in it again. Sign in. Updating account. Okay, done. So these are the options are provided under this user. Here is the option of role. So you just click on this roles. If you want to create this role to any other account users, so we are saying that if suppose you are assigning this particular role to that another account user, so at that time we are saying that is federated user. Federated users, that means another account having their own user, own their IAM user. So that is nothing but the federated users. And if you want to assign this role to that particular user, then you can create this, means that using this role you can specify. So if you are clicking on this create role, so you can provide some services, so that particular user can provide can access that particular services like EC2, Lambda and other services if you want to provide. Here four types of options you will get. First one, that is AWS service. Second one, another AWS account. In another AWS account, that means federated users, another account having their users, and that users we are saying that is the federated users. So we can provide the access to that particular users using this role, right? There is the another option, that is the web identity and SAML federation. These are the four options. So normally we are using this AWS services and this another AWS account. So here if you want to assign, I'm just clicking on this another AWS account, just click on it. Here it will ask you for this another user ID. means I am login with my Yes Rachna ID. If suppose you are having this another user ID, so you can just put it here and you need to click on next permission. So accordingly you can assign that particular service. If suppose you want to provide some EC2 related access to that another user account ID, so where here we can put that ID and you can provide that particular service role to that particular user to the another account. So these are the options provided under these roles. So you can try it if suppose you are having these two accounts, and under this policy all policies are defined under these policies. So if you want to create your own policy, you can create it using this create policy. There are by default policies are available, and there is the option of this attach details. If you want to attach that particular, if suppose I am just clicking on this S3 related S3 full access, okay, Amazon S3 full access, just click on it and check here action policy. So there is the option of attach. If suppose you are entering this attach option, so here you will get this option to this policy for what user you can apply or role or group, right? If suppose you are applying it for this group, okay, now I am applying it for this IAN user, okay. So now this IAN user directly I am attaching this policy, so that IAN user also having this S3 full access, right? So if suppose you want to log in, just I am login it using this user. Now I need to sign it first. Here you need to go back sign in under this IAM user. Next, okay, just one moment. I need to copy that URL because, okay, just I need to close it. Here we have created, so first I need to sign it, sign out, click on it. Sign into the console. Till the time I need to log in with my root user. Let's check. It's taking some time to refresh this page. Okay, no issue. It's taking some time to log in it. Okay, no issue. So under this user, if you want to check other settings, so just click on it, click on this user. So there are some multiple options you will get. So under this option, that is the add permission. So under this permission, that is the add inline policy. So that inline policy is nothing but the permissions. If suppose we have provided this full access to that particular user, so that user can access anything under this EC2. And if you want to assign some particular limited access, so that inline is nothing but some limited access we can provide. If you want to search it for this EC2 or S3 or any service, you can apply. If suppose I am just checking it for ES3, so just click on it, and now you will get this option. Here it is asking for this all ES3 actions if you want to perform using this particular user, and there are multiple lists available. If you want to assign some limited access, so just that user want to just check the list of buckets, so just you click on it. If you want to read that particular user only this S3 bucket, so there are multiple options you will get. So some limited access only provided to that particular users using this inline option, right? So I am not providing any uh, I'm not doing any changes under this user. So this is the inline process. You can provide some limited access if you want to provide under these services. So you can grant it. Other option, that is the group. Under group there are no other settings. Tag, if you want to assign some tag, you can provide. There is the security credential. So here is the option of security credential. If any user if that password is expired or something, so and if suppose he forgot his password, so at that time if he requests to uh, change that password, so how you can change it? So using this console password, and there is the option of manage. So just click on it, and here you can change the password for a particular user or particular group if you want. So here is the option, these are the options you will get, and you can set the password, okay, and you can provide to user, okay, using this option. There is the option of assign MFA device. So I am checking it for user. So under this user you will get this option of MFA. If you want to assign some MFA device to that particular user, so that user also can do their MFA using their own, right? So for this more security you can provide this MFA access to that user. So these are the options are provided under this IAM. So mostly we have covered up all these things under this IAM user. So thank you guys, thank you for watching this video.